Okay, good evening. This is Brian Shannon speaking for the Alpha Trends blog spot. Today is Tuesday, May 9th, and this is post market commentary as well as some ideas for tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is the Federal Reserve meeting, so it's going to be a tough day to trade. So I would just caution you against taking too big a position and make sure that you're extra careful around the time of the announcement because the volatility gets very large around that. Enough said about that. The cues right now have been in this short-term downtrend, which I pointed out yesterday. These are the lower highs it's been making. This high here is 42.49. That's really what it's going to have to do to reattain that 42.49 level in order to put the buyers back in control of the trend of the Nasdaq. It's really amazing actually that the cues haven't broken down further with all the damage to Microsoft, Dell, eBay, a lot of the big names out there. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Let's take a look at some new ideas. First of all, a couple of small gold companies. I'm not really very good at playing gold stocks, so I'll just caution you that. But gold's been on this huge terror. Obviously, we're all aware of this, massive rally. Here's the GLD, the ETF for gold. Anyways, some of the smaller stocks that really haven't begun to move yet are starting to look like they're getting some volume. Canyon Resources being one of them. You saw big volume coming into this stock today after this low volume pullback. Looking at the weekly time frame, here you can see that while the stock is right now closed at $1 today, we could possibly see this thing get up towards about $1.25, $1.30 a share. So CAU is one you might want to look at. GSS is another one. Did start to go a little bit today. Golden Star Resources, another mining company. Looks like it's really got to get above that 4 level. Above that, then it could potentially start to really get going higher. I'm going to go a little bit quickly because I had made a recording earlier that ended up being about 12 minutes and got rejected for being too long. I Am Gold. That's the name of the company here, not something I came up with. Big volume today. IAG is the symbol. These are all-time highs for this stock, and looking like it's got some room to go. So stocks that hit new highs have no resistance up ahead. It's just all profit taking. I would say a tight stop would go there. A more conservative stop, maybe below $9.75. When I say below a level, I typically mean maybe 2 or 3 cents below that figure. Stock that I probably won't trade, but looks great on a lot of different time frames. Del Monte Foods made a multi-year high over here a couple weeks ago. That resistance did become support on the subsequent pullback. Stock has some room to go and looks like it could get going from here. So take a look at Del Monte. DeVry. Here's a stock that same type of thing. Resistance broken, did become support on this subsequent low volume pullback. Looking at a weekly time frame, you can see here that the stock has room to go. Okay, there's the chart. There's that breakout, multi-year highs. Maybe could make a run up for $28, $29 a share. Looking at the short-term time frame of DV, we can see that it's really probably got to get above 25.5 for the buyers to take control. We've got our first little series of higher lows. Now we need to match that with a higher high, and that will put it into a short-term uptrend that matches up with those nice longer-term uptrends that we're seeing as well. What we don't want to do is buy it as it's pulling back because maybe it keeps pulling back. IWOV is a stock that has a great looking weekly chart here. Real nice constructive pattern. The daily time frame, up real nice in here. Then this pullback. It's been held captive to the 10 and 20-day moving average over the last week or so. So realistically, in order for the buyers to come back into the stock and take control, looking at the short-term time frame, it's going to have to get at least above $10 a share. Let me see what else I have here. WEL. I do have a position in this stock. I bought some today at $2.30. This is Boone Pickens Oil Service Company. I think it's oil service. Don't quote me on that. But here we can see the stock's been significantly higher in the past. They put out fires at oil wells and repair oil wells and that sort of thing. And Hurricane Katrina's kept them busy. The Gulf War got them some business as well. But the 10-minute chart, I got a little bit of a head start here by buying it at $2.30 today. I think above that 233, the buyers could, potentially take control. Then we've got a stock that's looking really nice in here. Nice constructive pattern The big volume comes in on the up moves, followed by these low volume consolidations down here. Very good to see. That's exactly what we're looking for in an uptrending stock. As far as other stocks, let's see. Sina reported earnings after the close today. They look to be like they were probably better than expected. The CEO got fired, or he left. I don't know if he got fired or whatever, but the stock's done basically nothing for years, and it's broken that longer term downtrend. It's made this higher low. It's starting to get moving here again on the daily time frame. So if it can get above 29, then maybe it gaps up above 29, runs a little bit, then pulls back towards 29. Maybe you want to buy it on a pullback towards that level. So those are some ideas for tomorrow. As far as ideas that I had updated, mentioned yesterday, first of all, that CPST, no reason to get involved. Testing the 50-day moving average, nothing going on there. CRESY, this stock got going quickly this morning. It gapped up, ran, made a nice little run there for a few minutes, and then completely fell apart. I would stay away from the CRESY. It looks like there's sellers in there on the strength, so stay away from that one. Another one I had mentioned this morning, Elan Pharmaceutical, ELN. Didn't get above that $14.90 that I had mentioned, the resistance at $14.90. Stay away from this one. There's sellers in there right now. Time's just not quite right yet. Let's see if it can maintain higher lows and then eventually burst up past that $15 level. TTEC was one that we had been watching the last couple days. First on the 50% retracement, then the 61.8%. The buyers did regain control. They took out this high right here, made the short-term higher low. So if you're in that one, I would say stop goes, probably below this level here at about 13.25 or so. That's what I would do with this TTEC. What else did we look at? RNWK. Stock is in a nice uptrend, and my charts aren't updating. Here we go. I would say your stop at this point would probably be below 10.55 or so. Maybe you want to take a little bit of profit on some strength. Again, we've got the Fed tomorrow, so be conservative. There's no edge going into it. Volatility gets real big. UTSI was another one that we had looked at yesterday, and this stock had a good day. It broke past that $7.30 level. I would say your stop should go, maybe below, 7.40 or so. When I say below, I figure, usually 2 or 3 cents below. Another stock on the list from yesterday that had a nice day was the bulletin board company that does tar sands in Canada, and that is CanWest Petroleum. It had a nice little pullback here this morning and then rallied very nicely. I would say your stop in that one should probably go somewhere below $8. I don't want to have to re-record this again, so I'm going to cut it short. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's look at the look at a couple of these shorts. BHMC or BMHC, I guess it was. BMHC rallied past that $35 level, so this one is bad as it looks on a weekly time frame. Stay away from it on the short side. The buyers are back in there, and limit your losses, so you should be out of that one. MNTA, that one dropped nicely today. So, lower your stops. And these stocks that drop, lower your stops. Play defense for stops on every position. And I'm running out of time here before this gets cut off. So, again, this is Brian Shannon for Alpha Trends Blogspot. This is brought to you, these charts, that is, courtesy of Realtick, www.realtick.com. Thanks for your time. Feel free to share this with your friends, and have a great day tomorrow. Thank you.